So hello and welcome. IPL is back to Kolkata and back at the Eden Gardens where Kolkata Knight Riders will take on Sunrisers Hyderabad in their first home match of this IPL 2026 season, and a lot of talking points to talk about in the build up to this game. Firstly, did KKR know about Cameron Green's bowling workload? We asked this question to Abhishek Nayar. He had a detailed answer to that. And secondly, what's happening with Varun Chakravarthy? Is this a concern or not? What about Sunrisers Hyderabad? Did Abhishek Sharma look in good touch in the build-up to this game, and can we see any combination changes as to when it comes to both the teams? We'll talk about all these points in detail. Debashishda, firstly, let's start with Cameron Green, 25.20 crore price tag. Cricket Australia said he's building upon his bowling workload, but Abhishek Nair did have an did have a detailed answer about it, that they wanted the best all-rounder to replace Andre Russell and his legacy. But sometimes when you plan in the auction, it does not really reflect in the IPL, because it comes after 2-3 months of the auction, and they are hoping that Cameron Green would be ready to bowl as soon as possible. But KKR as a franchisee has trusted upon the player, the package that Cameron Green is, and are completely backing the qualities that he brings to the table. The role of Cameron Green, the batter, for now, and how crucial he is going to be for KKR, particularly in this game.
Yeah, it's good to hear. In fact, Shubhayan asked this question in the press conference to Abhishek Nair, and he was transparent. Means he was quite clear. Means obviously during the time of auction, the KKR management, whoever was there in the auction table, they had a clarity of thought as to why they are picking Cameron Green, with Andre Russell calling it a day. And obviously they needed someone who could fill that slot, and that was the reason behind picking Cameron Green, because they need. But obviously when you're going into an auction, obviously it's not about short-sightedness, and that is what the Abhishek Nair stressed. Yes, unfortunately he did stress the point that unfortunately Cameron Green could not bowl, but they are hopeful that pretty soon he will be seen doing the role of a bowler as well, Shubhayan.
Absolutely, and that is going to be very important for KKR, because Andre Russell, the kind of role he used to play for KKR, not only as a batter but a crucial death over bowlers as well. He has always picked up more than 10 wickets in a season. Last time around, I think he finished with around 18-19 wickets in his kitty. So, Cameron Green, the bowler, as soon as he's ready to bowl, KKR would love to utilize him and his 4 overs out on the field. The other aspect of Kolkata Knight Riders and their bowling department is Varun Chakravarthy and his form. Since that game against South Africa in Ahmedabad, Varun Chakravarthy stocks his form has rapidly gone downhill, and this is something which is worrisome for all the fan bases on social media. Whenever you see a KKR fan talk about, they are worried about Varun Chakravarthy, what has happened to him. Can KKR bank on Varun Chakravarthy, the bowler, for the 4 overs now, like they used to do in the past seasons? But again, Abhishek Nair is very clear about what Varun Chakravarthy brings to the table: his experience with KKR, his experience playing here at the Eden Gardens, and of course the qualities, the variations he brings to the table. But at the same time, he did put a lot of emphasis on the kind of pitches that we are getting nowadays in IPL 2026. Now, he came ready with the statistics when the match happened at the Wankhede Stadium. He did mention Allah Ghazan Faru conceded more than 50 runs.
He went for 51
Yes.
runs, obviously.
Yes, he mentioned Mayank Markande, who conceded 15 odd runs in the only over he bowled. He mentioned Sunil Narayan. He mentioned Anukul Roy. So that was not the ideal pitch for the spinner, especially, and it was a high scoring venue. And he's completely backing Varun Chakravarthy to do the role during tough situations, and not only when there's a partnership break, when there's a new batter in. He wants Varun Chakravarthy to do what he used to do in the previous season, Debashishda.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's good to see the head coach, rallying behind Varun Chakravarthy, because yes, and he did mention that whenever a cricketer, it's seldom a sportsman passes through this phase when there will be a period when the form will not be behind him, and that is what is happening with Varun Chakravarthy. He also admitted that yes, the players are playing him well, the opponent batters are playing him well, but herein lies the challenge for Varun Chakravarthy, the cricketer himself. It is he who needs to bounce back, and he is pretty much confident that Varun will bounce back. And he also stressed the importance that he has been in such a situation in the past as well.
Yes, yes.
wherein went in through adversary and he bounced back from that situation. So yes, who knows? Okay, he might bounce back in the game against Sunrisers coming up tomorrow. So that is what the KKR team management is hoping for.
Absolutely, and of course we are standing outside the Eden Gardens, and there won't be a single match where we won't talk about the pitch. Devashis, you were there yesterday as well. You saw plenty of chatter with Sujan Mukherjee when it comes to SRH media, SRH team, KKR team. Today also Muralidharan had a long chat with Sujan Da, and of course KKR team also had a decent chat with him. But Abhishek Nayar is not too much stressing on the pitch. He says when we see the pitch, we react on how the pitch is prepared. And him as a head coach now, he is not too overcomplicating things in his mind when it comes to do we need a spin friendly wicket, do we need a batting friendly wicket. He is saying whatever pitch we get, we are deciding on that. And when it comes to home advantage in regards to the pitch, he said the fans make a difference, not the pitch. The atmosphere in home conditions, the familiarity with home condition, that's what makes the difference, and not the pitch. So we are getting a very different take from what previous captains, previous coaches, previous players have talked about Eden Garden. So you can see KKR team have come up with a different mindset when it comes to Eden Gardens pitch, at least this time around.
Yeah, and obviously, means that's a shift. I think in the attitude. I would say, means obviously previously when Chandrakant Pandit was the coach, and obviously Ajinkya Rahane. It's good to see that Ajinkya Rahane not making any such kind of statement in the press conference, because it reminds us of that tenure when Ravi Shastri was the head coach of the Indian team. Yes, absolutely. So yes, and obviously Abhishek Nair is okay with if the pitch has a even favors equally both the batters and the bowlers. He has no problem whatsoever, because it will be the same for both the teams. So I think that's a big statement coming, because you need to keep aside the pitch equation, because means obviously even if you go and ask Sujan Mukherjee, he won't be in a position to give. He also clarified that different states have different conditions, different soil. So you cannot just prepare the pitch tailor-made. So I think he makes a very valid point. It's the onus on the players how they cope up with the situations, leaving the pitch aside.
Right, absolutely. And let's talk a bit about Sunrisers Hyderabad as well. We are at the end part of our video. For SRH, no Bryden cards. Once again, I asked about his fitness update from Daniel Vittori. He said no Bryden cards for this match as well. Although he said we'll take a call later on, but he gave away the answer that he's not yet fully fit to participate in an IPL game. When it comes to other players, he put a lot of trust upon Harsh Dubey, the left-arm spin bowling all-rounder, to do the job. This time around, you are seeing Harsh Dubey, who came in as an injury replacement last time around, play a crucial role in the playing 11 as well. But when it comes to Abhishek Sharma Devashis, he went to Kalighat Mandir this time around. Any update on that?
Absolutely, and that's the reason he did not turn up for the practice session. In fact, Ishan Kishan also did not turn up, but Abhishek Sharma had a long stint in the nets yesterday, and he was middling the ball. And obviously Sunrisers, if they have to unsettle, because KKR has a very superior record against Sunrisers Hyderabad. But for Sunrisers to unsettle this KKR lineup, I think this is perhaps their best chance with that inexperienced bowling attack that KKR has, and the onus will be on their top four batters in the likes of Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma, Travis Head, and Henrik Klassen. Yes, they do also have a Nitish Kumar Reddy, but the major, yeah, absolutely, it is that top heavy batting unit that will have to win the match for them.
Absolutely. So that's it from the Eden Gardens for now. We'll be back tomorrow for the match day. Both KKR and SRH have not won a match in the IPL 2026, but one of them would be happy going home with a win tomorrow. So yes, like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Drop your comments down below what you think about Cameron Green, Varun Chakravarthy, Abhishek Sharma, or whatever you think about this game. Drop your comments down below, and keep following Revsportz for more.